Greetings, class. My name is LaShawn Bold, and I am one of the instructors here in the School of Social Work. I am an associate professor in practice in the School of Social Work here at UTA, and I have been here at UTA for about 15 years. This semester starts, my 16th year, I believe. And welcome to this class. This is 2302 Fall of 19. This is an online class, and it is the lifespan class. I'm going to change my screen here so that we can go over the course briefly, and then also I want to go over the syllabus during this video. So I'm going to be going pretty fast if I can, but I want to just kind of point out where things are and give you an overview. So this is where I'm at, is the home screen of Canvas, and some of you may have had courses in Canvas and some of you may have had courses in Blackboard, but this one is in Canvas, and it was previously known as 3302, but now it's 2302 Lifespan. Here are some of the icons where you can find out more information. You can either use the icons or you can use these areas over to the left. There is a welcome there, and I want to encourage you when you get started here to push the getting started button, and then that will take you to another place. We'll see where it takes us. That will take you directly to the getting started area of the modules. I want to encourage you to click on every one of them. There is good information in each one of them that you may not need today, but you may want to refer to later. So I'm going to go back to the home page. And we're going to start with a welcome from me. There is a recent picture of me along with a little bit of biographical information and what my areas of specialization are, which is primarily children and families. And I also have some experience in some other areas in nonprofit management. I'm going to go back here to home. I'll let you read that on your own. And let's go to the syllabus. Here's the syllabus, and every time that I do a syllabus, every semester, which I've had many semesters here, there is something that is incorrect or not right or some number, and so this may not be the last syllabus that you see from me, but this will help get us started in the semester. So here is some basic information about how you get a hold of me, and this right here is actually the number to the office. I do not give out my cell phone number on the syllabus, but this is the number where you can leave a message for me at the School of Social Work office. And then I'm also renewing this profile into another program, so you'll see that a little bit differently later. This has the description of the content of what's in this course, and this is going to talk about a strengths and empowerment-based perspective with the biopsychosocial development of persons from birth to death. That may sound very unfamiliar to you, but by the end of this course, you will be able to talk about it openly and freely with anyone that you choose, because that's what we're going to talk about. You're going to have some things that you learn in this course, and I want you to understand that a syllabus is actually kind of like a contract between the student and the university. That these are the things that we agree that you will learn or be discussed in this class. And it's also, when you take this course, you have agreed that you're going to complete the items that are expected of you in this class. So, it's not a maybe I don't want to do this, or maybe this is something that you're expected to do, is to complete the items. That's what you're being asked to do. And then, of course, we will present you with information. Now, it is your responsibility, however, to pay attention to that information and absorb the information as best you can, and then also to ask questions if you need to ask questions. So if some of you may know already from college, it's a little bit different than high school. So we have critical thinking skills, communication skills, and different things that we expect here at the university. So many of you have already been my students before last semester, and I'm glad to see you back. Some of you have never had me before. But I want you to know that I'm here to help you learn and to guide you in your learning process. So one of the things I wanted to point out too is that although this course, I'm going to scroll back up here, is open to many other disciplines as part of an elective, there is also an expectation here specifically for social work majors. And for social work majors, this is a required course that depends on us discussing and understanding these elements here that are the 1 through 9 there. We are required by the Council of Social Work Education to provide a program that follows the accreditation standards. So you're expected, we're expected to provide potential social workers with information that will help them learn as they go into their careers. So that's what the 9 things are about, and that's part of what this class will focus on. You're expected to engage in diversity and difference in practice specifically, as well as to learn how to assess individuals, families, groups, organizations, and communities. Again, it sounds like a lot, but our focus is going to be the lifespan in this class. It is a great class personally and professionally. It's absolutely one of my favorites, and I can't even count on both hands how many times I've taught this class. I'm always fascinated by new information that comes out in the course text and materials about how we as people navigate life from birth to death and what that looks like for us, not just personally, but also psychologically and biologically, and then also in our dealings with other people. Here are some basic requirements. Obviously, there's not an attendance policy necessarily in an online class. However, I do expect that you will have a good pace, and I expect that you will start this class at the beginning of the semester and not linger and wait, because you will regret it if you do. The attendance policy basically means that our classes start on a Tuesday and end on a Monday. And that is our scheduled week, is the Tuesday through the Monday. There is some flexibility in there with things that are due, but typically most of the assignments are due on the next Monday. So it's really good if you keep up a good pace with that and start on a Tuesday and then plan to finish up on a Monday. What I like about that is that it gives you the weekend. Here are some of the descriptions of the major assignments. You have a video introduction, so I will expect you that you do the video introduction. It is part of your grade, and so some people are intimidated by the video introduction, but there is a program, let me see if it's still there, to the left over here. It used to be called ARC. This is actually Studio. So when you get ready to do your videos, you can refer to Studio, or in the assignments is really where I would prefer that you begin your videos. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Okay, and then we also have discussions in this course, which are important. We have 2 different things in this course. As individuals, you will be doing course exploration assignments. Do not be deceived by the fact that these are 1 point apiece, 2 points apiece. They are equally as important as other assignments, because if you don't do some of the discussions and the course exploration assignments, that can really add up to your average real fast. So you want to make sure you're getting all of the things done that you need to do. The course exploration assignments are for you as an individual to dig further into what we're talking about that week in the class, and to really think a little deeper about that. There are quizzes in this class, and one of the major assignments is this group presentation. So I'm going to expect you to be in teams, and there is a way to do that, okay? There are some specific ways to sign up for the team, and that is included in your modules. I'll show you that in just a minute. But read this very closely. Your group presentation will involve you looking at outside sources and in the course text to develop a comparison of what a typical person in that age group would be like and an atypical person. There are some very detailed information in your modules, so you want to be sure you're looking at that as well as the syllabus. So you have a group presentation, but before you do the group presentation, you'll be asked to do team activities that will help you become a team before you start the group presentation. My experience has been that when people just start off on the group presentation and they don't know each other, it's not nearly as successful as it is if you become a team before you start the presentation. So there's a method to that madness, and there's a reason why. The other assignment is a case study that also is done. This is done individually, but it's also a requirement. And so those two things, if you don't do that presentation, the case study, you'll have a hard time passing this class. One of the other requirements is that I expect everyone to attempt all of the assignments before the end of the semester. So in order to pass the class, you have to attempt all of the assignments. That's the quizzes, the videos, the group presentations, and all of that. Okay, here's the grading. I just want to show you where that is if you want to know how things are graded or how it breaks down. And then here is our course schedule. And you'll want to, again, keep up with the course schedule. All of the due dates are also included in the assignments. So, for example, you don't see one here where the due dates, some of the due dates are, but you'll see them in the assignments. So you'll want to see the assignment area in order to see what the exact due dates are. The other thing that's really great about Canvas is it will pop up on your home page when something is due or expected. So really you have most of everything you need there on the home page to keep you going at a good pace, and set your reminders for yourself, or also input it into your personal calendars. Okay, so this goes through, and just make a note, we have a Thanksgiving holiday in Module 14. That's very exciting. And you'll notice that some of this module, there's no final exam in this class. So some people like that, but we do have the other assignments that are due at about the same time. Okay. This talks about makeup exams and late assignments and things like that. There are no makeup exams because this is an online class, and the late assignments are not accepted for after 5 days from the due date. So if you have a late assignment, it will automatically be given a 10-point grade deduction, and it will not be accepted after 5 days. Here are some great areas of information about what the drop policies are, our discrimination policies here at the university, the Title IX policy. Integrity is really important here, and if you'll see, this is the Pledge of Integrity, and that you will abide by what is expected here at the university. There are some other areas here as well. Campus carry, electronics, student feedback survey. I do expect you to complete that at the end of the semester. The active shooter information. So be sure you're familiar with these areas here. And again, I'm going to scroll back up so we can go back to, I'm just going to skip over to the modules. But I want to encourage you to read every bit of that syllabus and understand what is expected of you and what supports the university has for you to be successful. One of the things where students probably make the biggest mistake is by sort of falling off the radar is what I call it. Don't do that. If you start getting into trouble with the class, let me know, because I might have some resources or I might have a good solution for you. So be sure that you're talking with me and communicating with me as needed. I do check my email pretty frequently, and we'll get back to you at least within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, but typically quicker than that. So here are some other things for you to know about the course overview. This is very similar to the page that we looked at the home page, but there's some other information there. I wanted to show you, so Module 1, you'll get started there, and there's some readings and videos and a lecture. My lectures are sometimes not voiced, and so what I would do is I would suggest that you either email me questions if you have them, or use the lecture for note taking. But if you're reading the course text for understanding, you should be following along just fine. But if you do need additional information, please seek me out for that. We also have an area here which is called Demonstrate, and that's where your assignments are. So the Begin gives you the overview. The Discover is the things that you do and to understand the materials. And then the Demonstrate is where your actual assignments are. Okay. I want to show you, though, as we scroll down, Module 1, Module 2, you don't have any team assignments. But here, when we get to Module 3, you start having team activities. And really, there's 4 or 5 team activities. Okay. First of all, you have to sign up on the team spreadsheet. Okay. So I'm actually, while we're talking, I'm going to move that up here so you'll know. But you're going to form teams on your own. And then you're going to go to this team sign-up sheet, and you're going to put your name in. And if you're going to put the team name in, and if y'all already have a team, you're going to put all the students' names right there. I only need one person on the team to do that. If you do not have a team, I need you to put your name over here, okay? Where it says, I need a team, please assign a team. All right. Let's make sure y'all saw that. And then here is Team 1, Activity 1, and Activity 2. And they're very simple activities that will help you formulate a team form a team before you start the activity. And I think you will find it so helpful. And some of you have already had these types of activities with me in a previous course, and so you know exactly what to expect. And so I would think that you all would be, if you've had my class before and you've done these team activities, you'll just be right on your game and get these done and be able to explain to your other team members what the purpose of it is. I really believe that you will appreciate this so much now and later. Okay, getting to where we're wrapping it up. There's the syllabus. I said that. Oh, let's look at assignments here. So if you click on assignments, it's going to come up, and this is just where you go directly to the assignments. If I were you, I would take it from modules. So I would start over here in modules and work through that way so that you don't miss anything, because you need these discover areas to get to the assignments. So you want to be sure that that you are in the right place and getting it all the information that you need. So for example, if you haven't done the readings, you're not going to really be very good at this lifeline thing. So let's see. Also, I need to, and it looks to me I've missed a due date there already. So I need to go make sure that I've got all the due dates put in there. But when you go to assignments, it is going to show the due dates by the assignment. So you'll see like this, these all have due dates by the assignments. These do not. So I will go in there today and make those necessary changes so you'll know when everything's due. Okay, so it sounds like we all have our work cut out for us, and I want to say welcome to the course. I know you're going to have a great semester. This is a good class, and you and I, we're going to have a great communication. And I just want to encourage you to reach out to your classmates, even though it's an online class. Get to know each other, network yourselves, and it's going to be a great semester.